Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you the details of this car. This is the new FORTHING S7 REV EV, so the new model on Croatian market, and we're going to take a look at the details. Starting on the front, you see the unique styling, unique design. Just take a look at those headlights. Now when we lock the car, this is the key by the way, you have this cool animation that says like goodbye. So you saw the unique styling of the LEDs, LED premium vision, then the clean design for the bumper, the logo in the middle, and the pronounced bonnet. I quite like this red color. And if we move on to the side, almost 5 meters is the length of the car, 4 meters, 93.5 centimeters. And even by just looking at it, you can see how aerodynamic it is. CD value of just 0.191. That is really impressive. Now let's move on and check out the wheels from close. These are the 19-inch wheels. Dimension of the tires 235/45 R19. You see then the lower section here in gloss black and also the side skirts in gloss black. Next up are the door handles. So when you unlock the car, they pop out, and when you lock it, they go away. Now, moving on to the rear, just take a look at this. From the rear, the connected taillights going all the way from one side to another, emphasizing the width of the car. And also you can see the large glass at the rear. Very good visibility in this car, so you can have a clear picture of what is behind you. Gloss black details in the lower section of the bumper, which is also very aggressive in terms of styling. S7 REV. Again, more about these specs a bit later on. Now let me show you the trunk space. So if we press this, the tailgate opens, electric tailgate. You can also do it by pressing the button on the key. And here it is, 496 liters of space, up to 1,293 liters when you fold the rear seats. Also, here you see, for example, the tire repair kit and the charging cable. The light is on the left. So overall, very convenient, and you can fit a lot of things here. Also with this large opening, it's easy to access the trunk space. Now I will press this to close the tailgate, and again, it's possible to do it with the key as well. Let's lock the car. Now you see also the animation for the taillights. And we are ready to explore the interior. The door handles that pop out, frameless windows. And this is it, the digital cockpit in front of the driver, main touchscreen. Here are the seats with the lovely design and stitching. The controls are here, and the switches for the windows and the mirrors. So this is for the mirrors, lock, unlock, and the windows stitching that follows the pattern of those at the seats. And also this element that is dividing this door pocket into two sections. Gloss black side skirts that are very pronounced, especially when you open the doors. Now let's see this from driver's perspective. The view from driver's perspective, the two-spoke steering wheel, and I quite like the shape of it with the flat bottom but also flatter upper section as well. 8.8-inch driver's display, and here the 15.6-inch touchscreen, like the self-floating screen, and then also the lovely elements on the dashboard itself. Huge amount of room here underneath this central console, central bridge. Now let's change the view and let me show you more details. The steering wheel has got the physical buttons. By pressing the one on the right, you change between different driving info. That is here on the right section of this driver's display. Gear selector is positioned behind the steering wheel on the right. It will be very easy to use it. So reverse, drive, park, and yeah, big thumb up from me for this type of gear selector, because again, you will get used to this very quickly. The main touchscreen, I will go through the infotainment system in a moment. Let me just show you the design of the dashboard. I quite like the pattern on this one. Then in the middle, the central console that is nice and massive. You have the wireless charging pad, the air vents, the manual ones. The AC is on switches, so you see here, and then change the temperature, but the air vents are the manual ones. Then underneath the central bridge, you have huge amount of room here, power supply, and then also USB ports. Let me show you from different angle. There we go. The cup holders that are adjustable, and quite a lot of room underneath the central armrest that divides into two sections and then opens when you press the button here. The glove compartment is also decent in size. And now the infotainment system. So first of all, this is like the home screen. You see you have the car, and then you can change between some settings here. You can also open the tailgate. When you press it, you go into vehicle control settings, but here let's put this home screen for now. So now I've closed the mirrors, but I will open them. You can have this intelligent control view or special view. Then drive mode selector, eco, standard, sport, and sport plus modes are available. The bar here in the lower section, you have the shortcuts. So let's go to this one, for example. Now you have the radio, vehicle control, and now we will go through the details of the vehicle itself. So the drive mode, I already showed you the modes. Then regenerative braking, you can adjust off, low, or high. Then fuel filler cap can be opened here from the menu. Hill descent control, ESC off, rear fog lamps, and then also for the lights, the settings are here. Driving experience, again, regenerative braking, easy entry and exit function. Steering mode also, 3 options, eco, normal, and sport, and you can customize the steering key, so the buttons here 1 and 2 that can be customized. For example, yeah, we can put this one to be panoramic image, and then with this one you return to home page. Lighting, you can turn on the rear fog lamps here, dome light, there we go. Have also the light animation turned on or off, and again adjust the headlights, car body and chassis. So tailgate angle adjustment, if you have, for example, garage and the tailgate cannot go to a high position, then you can set to low or medium. And locking feedback, I prefer to have lights only without the horn. Driver assistance, and actually here you have also for the windows. Then driver assistance, you can adjust the driver assistance safety systems in here. Traffic sign identification, then intelligent high beam control, lateral assistant with various adjustments as well. Then the connection settings, display settings. There is the day and night mode, but if we go here to auto, for example, you'll see that the day mode and night mode are pretty much in terms of visual design the same, but the adjustment is made for the brightness. Then the time format, and also you can change the wallpaper settings. Okay, sound settings, you have sound effect settings, and also you can have ambient sound effect and low speed driving sound and sound on key press. So if you don't have it, then there is not like the sound when I turn, and actually when I press the touchscreen. Vehicle status, you can check it out here. There we go, all good. And the AC controls, so when you press this, you go into the dedicated menu for both the AC and also then for the seats. You can adjust the seat position here as well on the touch. And then the cooling of the seat is available. Heating, and also the heating of the steering wheel and heating of the passenger's seat. And then the AC settings, here is where you adjust the air blower. This is where you adjust the temperature, and then again you can do it here as well. It is on touch, but it's pretty easy to use it, and you do have a nice dedicated menu for it. Now we will go here to the endurance mileage. Here you can notice the battery percentage and the fuel percentage. And yeah, it is recommended to charge the battery fully at least once every 2 weeks to keep it in optimal condition. And yeah, the settings here, you have energy management. So there are actually 4 modes that are available. Next to the driving modes, these are the energy management modes. So pure electricity only, pure electricity first, fuel electricity hybrid, or fuel first. So those are the options, and stay tuned for the exact specs a bit later on. The settings for the vehicle we already covered, and then the 360 camera with the lovely view, so that way you can maneuver with this almost 5 meters long model without any pressure, because you have all the angles covered. And I think that's pretty much it. Now, one thing that I would love to see is the different views on this digital cockpit. So even when you change between different driving modes, the view on the driver's display remains the same. So that would be cool. Then also I noticed the very pronounced sound of the indicator. There we go. Then the lights and also the hazard lights are located on the roof. By pressing this, you can turn on or off the AC. And there we go, the sun visor for the driver and for the passenger. The panoramic sunroof, and you do have this cover. Currently we have it on. You can remove it if you prefer to have the panoramic sunroof in its full glory. The ambient lighting, you can see it here maybe, but of course stay tuned for the night drive to see it more clearly. But it's not possible to change the color, so when you go to lighting, there is no like the menu for the colors. That is something that I would really love to see. So various colors would definitely suit this dashboard and would be very cool, especially during the night. 2,915 millimeters, that is the length of the wheelbase on this model. And now we will check out the situation at the rear bench. Again, the frameless doors looking very nice and sporty. Very pronounced glass surface here at the back. Without further ado, let's jump on board. There we go. So you see the dual storage compartments, and also the air vents and the USB-C port. Let's close the door. Really a lot of room in here, very comfortable. This is the view at the front. Then panoramic sunroof with this shade. And let me show you the situation for my head. So I'm 1.87 meters. Here is the amount of room that I still have left. So overall, nice and comfortable position here at the rear seats. And now I will fold the rear seats so that I can show you how it looks. So there we go. You see it's not split. So you have the folding of the whole rear bench. Let's talk about the specs of the powertrain now. And first of all, I will open the bonnet. You do it here. Pull this twice. And now you can just open it. There we go. So what this powertrain is all about. It's called REEV, Range Extended Electric Vehicle. The system consists of the 154 kilowatt electric motor that is driving the wheels all the time. Then you have the 28.4 kilowatt hour LFP battery, as well as the 1.5 liter petrol unit, 77 kilowatt one, and the petrol unit is here just to generate the electricity, so it is not driving the wheels. And 0 to 100 takes 7.2 seconds. Top speed is 165 kilometers per hour. The total range is up to 1,250 kilometers, and that includes 156 kilometers of all electric range. You can also charge the battery. When it comes to charging the battery, 6.6 kilowatt AC charging and 80 kilowatt DC charging. So a very interesting system. Tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts? Lights and indicators are now turned on. So on the front we have the dynamic indicators made out of those three pieces, looking very nice. Then the main unit is here in the middle. There we go. On the wing mirror, and from the rear also dynamic indicators, and now I've turned on also the rear fog light, and actually the fog lights because you have them on both sides. And when the indicators are not turned on, then you can also see the daytime running LEDs going all the way down here, giving it distinctive look on the road. The design of the headrest is very nice, but I noticed that you cannot move it up or down. So that goes for all the headrests that we have in the car. So this is something that I wish would be possible to move, but it's not. Also, let's go back to this menu where you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course, on this car. So that's also very important. And when you swipe it like this, you go into additional menu where you have some of these shortcuts. Alright guys, so that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do subscribe for more, as we are now going on a point of view test drive. So stay tuned for that and see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.